What is up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Market Marauders. Being the market, one trade at a time. For new Market Marauders investment channel helps you find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure that thumbs up. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. Alright, so today I'll be talking about my Webull option picks for the week. So let's jump into it. First on here we have ticker sign PLTR for Palantir. Uh, we can see that they have a high of 39.22. They're in today at 31.91. It seems like after hours they're beginning to rally. So the market is still open. So just bear that in mind. So this price will be different based on when you watch the video. But overall, they are still bearish. Moving average 10 is below 50 and 100, and VWAP is slightly above moving average 10. Now this is from the perspective of Webull, and I am using the 30-minute chart, so just bear that in mind. Okay, background on them. They do have an earnings coming up, so it's going to be on Tuesday, so next Tuesday the 16th. I think it's going to be a really good earnings. They've had so many contracts that have come through the company. I think that it will be a very good earnings to look at. Now, their live demo day didn't really go, I guess, over too well with investors. I think mainly people just didn't understand what the company was doing from the demonstration, but the financials I think will speak for themselves. So I think overall, when people see the financials and how good the company is doing overall, I think that will definitely help the company in the future. Now, with that being said, going to go into the option side of Webull and gonna type in Palantir. Now I'm gonna be looking for an expiration date, probably about a month out. So we'll be looking at this March time frame. So that's the one I'm probably gonna try to be looking at for majority of the stocks on here. So gonna look right down this 3/19 date for March. Now we can see on here it's in intervals of 10. You can always change that to all. So my personal opinion, I think it's going to go up, and 39 seems to be in that level where it's going to have to hit again. So I think any place between this $32 to $40 range will be a good range for a call. So I think this stock is going to continue to go up, especially with the earnings. I think all the stuff they do kind of went over people's head, like especially investors. But people know when a company is making a lot of money financially how it's going to perform. So I think a call is the best option. Now you're looking to pay between $510 per contract to $289 per contract at the time of this video. But bear in mind, this is from the perspective of Webull. So if you'd like to sign up for Webull and get 2 free stocks when you deposit $100 or more, I have a link down below where you can do so. And this is just all for educational purposes. So this is just what I am personally looking at. I'm not telling you what to invest into or what not to invest into. This is just for educational purposes so you can see what is out there. So just bear that in mind as well, from the $32 range to the $40 range. And then this left-hand side, if you're switching over from another platform like TD Ameritrade or just getting onto Webull for the first time, you're like, how do I even read this? The left-hand side is the calls, right-hand side is the puts. The ask side is to sell a call. The bid side is to buy a call. And then vice versa for the put side. So the bid side is to buy a put, and the sell side is to, the ask side is to sell a put. So just bear that in mind. This is how it's all laid out. It usually goes in intervals of 10 when you first start off, but you saw at the beginning I changed all the strikes so that I can see each interval on here. So 32 to 40 is the range for strike price. 19 March expiration. 510 to 289 price that you're going to pay the time of this video. So next we have ticker sign NVDA for NVIDIA. Now they had a week high of 611.61. We can see that they're ending the day at 598.45. They've gone down $1.65 so far since the market is closed to be at 596.80. So overall, still bullish though. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, and VWAP is above moving average 10. And and VWAP is below moving average 10. So first indicator is positive on this metric, being the moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, but VWAP is below moving average 10. So in order for this to become bullish, I'd have to see this threshold crossed again. But overall, still bullish indicator wise. Now, background on them, they are going to be having earnings as well. There's going to be Wednesday the 24th, so not next week, but the week after. So it should be very interesting to see how the company is going to perform with their earnings coming out. and all the stuff that the company has been doing just overall. Definitely going to be interested to see some of the updates from some of the products that they're releasing and just their strategic move forward. So for me, going into NVIDIA, I'm going to type in ticker sign NVDA for NVIDIA. They're going to go with the March 19th time frame as well. For me, in my personal opinion, I think NVIDIA is priced extremely high. Um, at the current moment, so I think that it potentially could go down. So that's a put, which is this right hand side right here, and I think a put between this 595 strike price right here, all the way down to about this $500 strike price. Is a reasonable place where this could fall down to. Now you're looking to pay between $505 to $3,415 per contract. So that's just at the time of this video. Now, I have personally bought some that are, way further out of the money just because I can afford those. So the further out of the money you go, the cheaper it is. So like these are only $25, but different risk management for different people. Some people can afford the $500 ones. Some people can only afford the $20 ones. I've been in all facets of trading, so I'm just giving you all a direction of where to find this information and how to look for it. So next on here we have ticker sign SHOP for Shopify. They are currently at $1,455.49. So that's where they closed. They did have a high of $1,499, so almost $1,500 per share. They are bearish. Moving average 10 is below the moving average of 50. And VWAP is still above moving average 10 though, but that moving average 10 is below the moving average 50. So it is bullish, even though it is ending on a positive note. We can see right here $3.57, now $2.20 rally after hours. So pretty good as far as the rally is concerned. Shopify is going to be having earnings as well. So this is their earnings announcement. It's going to be on the 17th, so the day after Palantir's earnings. So this is for next week. If you're new to earnings, you can just go online. You can type in Shopify press releases, or just take a screenshot of this link right here, and then on here there's a link you can click on. It'll take you to the investor portal where you can listen to the earnings. So there's going to be at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time on the 17th. So a lot of good information comes from the earnings. I encourage everybody to go listen to it. Even if you don't know what the company is doing, you're not understanding from just reading the press releases. This can put you in the direction of understanding what the company actually does, which will help make a better investment in the long run. So you'll know more about the company, how they perform, how you can benefit from trading them. And then also, if it's a long-term hold, if you could swing trade it, all the good information you can get from the direction the company is moving from these press releases. So with that being said, going into the option side, we have ticker sign SHOP for Shopify. And then I do the March 19th time frame as well. And in my personal opinion, I think this stock is doing really well overall, but I think it's still priced extremely high for its evaluation, which a lot of stocks are priced extremely high in my personal opinion. So I think that this is going to continue to go down or start to go down, and I think a realistic price is all the way from this 1,450, which is pretty close to right now, all the way down to, I would say, about this 1250 metric right here. So I'm gonna say buying a call, you're gonna be paying $2,440 per option to $9,810 per option. Now these are a little bit more expensive just because of the fact that the stock price itself is more expensive. So if you're new to options, basically the stock price will be more expensive because the option will be more expensive because the stock price itself is more expensive. So if you look at like Amazon, their options are usually pretty expensive as well. But if you look at a stock that's like pretty cheap, like under $20 or something, their options are most likely going to be under $20. So just bear that in mind when you're looking at options. Usually, the cheaper the stock price, the cheaper the options are going to be. So that can kind of help gear you in the right direction on where you want to enter into an option trade. And lastly on here, we have ticker sign SQ for Square. Now they are bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, and VWAP is below moving average 10. But I think that's going to change. On Monday, it seems to be the trend. We can see right here that they crossed the moving average 10 like every open. So I think that could potentially be what's going to happen on Monday as well when the market opens back up. So they're ending the day at 272.75. Rally just 2 cents after hours to end at 272.77. And that is their new week high. So their week high was 273.84, but they're ending the week. No, actually, they'll have to test that. So they'll have to test this 273.84 because they're ending at 272.77. So they will have to test this 273.84 level to be their new high. So that is their week high. But it seems like it's still going up, so it may test that. It may end higher depending on when the market actually closes off. So going backwards on them, they have earnings coming up as well. Theirs is going to be not next week, but the week after, at 2 p.m. Pacific time, and the same thing with them. Just go and look at their press releases, and then you can find this investor tab where you can go for their earnings. So 5 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Pacific time on the 23rd of February. So going into some background. For options on them, we're going to type in ticker sign SQ for Square. We'll do the March 19th time frame. And we're going to do all. So on here we can see the option side. So sticking with the March 19th time frame on them, I do believe the company is going to continue to go up. So that's just my personal opinion. I think if you look between this 280 to 380 range. So between 280 to 380, I think it's a realistic range for options. And I think a call is the best option. So it's going to be this left-hand side. So you're looking to pay between $160 per option to $1,755 per option at the time of this video. So yeah, I think a call is the best option for them. I think Square is doing fantastic. I think they're going to continue to go up. But that's just my personal opinion. Make sure you keep an eye out on them, and if nothing else, just look at their earnings and see how they perform overall, and then I'll kind of gear you in the direction of how to do an earnings and then how to gauge that based on the stock price. So hope everybody's having or had a great week. Make sure that thumbs up definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.